So I've just rushed up the hill here. I'm a bit out of breath, but I was just walking the way down there in the gloom, and the idea came to me that I should make a quick video to share this experience and to explain something about my creative practice. And so, realizing that the light was going, I rushed up here to where there's a little bit more light here at the top of the hill. I'm in the Outwoods. It's such an exquisitely beautiful place. At any time of day, night time, dusk, midday, whenever. It's always different, it's always beautiful. Just a couple of weeks ago, the whole place was carpeted in bluebells. There are still a few. But at that time the woods were shut down because of the pandemic, so I couldn't get in here. This is my first time back. And I would usually come here at least once every other week, probably once a week. I feed some of the crows who live here in the woods. Part of a long-term research project. I'll make a video about that some other time. What I wanted to say was that this thing of coming here and being in the woods and walking, and the thoughts that I experience as I walk, is very much part of my artistic practice, links into my writing practice. If you ask me to pin down exactly how or where the join is, or how the two things connect, it's really quite difficult for me. It's something about the process of being in these environments and crossing boundaries between fields and woods, exploring that sort of transition and the liminal spaces between learning to see, learning through photography, and all the time thinking. Somehow the act of walking helps me to think, and it opens my mind up, and it makes me able to then sit down later and write something at the computer in my office. So it's integral. I can't separate it. I used to think it's just something I did. I walked in order to relax a bit so that I would be able to write. But I've realised in the last year or two that it's far more sort of closely enmeshed than that. That they are inextricably linked. And at times when I can't come out here, I find it quite hard to write. It's so bound up with my practice. And so this is what I do, and I consider it part of the job. And sometimes there are stories that directly come out of it, but usually not. Usually not. Now tomorrow I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write a bit more of the novel I'm working on, and perhaps some of this experience, some of these thoughts, some of this movement is going to percolate into that. I just don't know. But I know without this, that would be really difficult. And discovering what the connections are, it's an ongoing project. And that not knowing is kind of part of the excitement. It's part of the thing. If I knew it, if I understood it, I could move on to something else. It's the exploration of not knowing. That's the thing. That's, to me, what writing is absolutely all about. I just wanted to share this with you. I find it beyond words.